I'm launching solo from Wyndham. Just 200 litres of fuel. One boat, basic gear, and enough grit for a 7-day mission. My goal, reach the false mouths, fishing every arm and creek on the way. We made it into the creek. Considering it was actually a really good drive getting here. So these creeks go for a long way. Distance on a map just doesn't look right. So they're huge creeks, huge systems. So the next 7 days, we're going to be all around here exploring. Everything should be cleaning up. The tides are dropping, so they're getting smaller. So it's looking really good. But we've got to do a lot of exploring, work out where the fish are, and just keep looking. As I got up here late in the afternoon, today we will call this Day 0. As you see, I've just put the fuel drums up top there. I've only put the 3 just in case someone actually comes along and steals my fuel. I mean, if that's the case, I'll be buggered to get back. So what I've done, I've left 2 in the boat. I've got another 2 in the back of the boat as well on the pods. So if something happens, I've still got fuel, but I'm taking weight out of the boat. So that's a lot better. I'll come back tomorrow and pick them up. So we'll go searching in an hour and see if we can find some fish. What a beautiful spot. How good is that baobab tree there? One big baobab tree sticking out by itself. It's wild. Some good snags just here as well. It's all looking good. The first part of the adventure's done, just getting here. But this is not the only creek we're going to be. But we'll spend today in here, tomorrow morning, and then see what happens. And we'll just keep cruising around in the false arms. The adventure now begins. Everyone always asks what type of rod I'm using, to the reels, pound line. So I'm going to explain a bit more about the rods, the reels, the line setup, and even the leader. So this is a Jabber's rod. It's a 5-piece rod. This is a Wanderlust. I've got another one over here. It's called the Beast Flogger. Same thing, 5-piece rod. So these rods, the line class is, or the lure maximum is around about the 40 grams, sorry. And the line class is 12 to 30 pound braid. So anywhere between that. I have beefed this up on this particular rod. I've actually got 50 pound braid. I'm going to put an 80 pound leader on it as well. So the leader, I mean, there's so much leader around the place. You can make your own choice, but 80 pound to 60 pound leader is what I normally use. The reel what I'm using is a Tertullian. It's a 200 HD Daiwa. Easy to grip. They've got a bigger handle comes with them. Awesome drag system. But for a combo, especially with this particular setup on this rod, like casting all day, trolling lures, not a problem. It grips in your hand. So they're really comfortable reels. I really like them. So yeah, Jabber's rod, anywhere from 12 to 30 pound. What is it, a 40 gram lure, what you can throw on it. And you can use more. It all depends on how you use the rod as well. 50 pound braid is what I put on this particular reel. We're going to set it up. I'm just going to put 80 pound leader and do an FG knot on the beast flogger. So this one here, 30-pound braid, same thing. The weight class is 15 to 40-pound line on it. So awesome rod, nice and light, great for casting. So yeah, 30-pound braid, and I've got a 60-pound leader on this one. So I'm just going to put a shallow diver on both of them. So I've got a 7-inch shallow diver wrapped the lures. That's actually the Total Carnage Porosis. And then on this one, I've got a Patriot. I think it's a lime green over copper. And we'll try that. We'll just troll up through here and see how we go. Some really good snags just in front of me here. Really nice snags just here. Far out, these flies. Wow, absolutely thick. So when I'm trolling and looking in new areas, I troll quite fast. I'll do anywhere from 3 to 6 knots just before the lure pops out of the water. So you're not wasting too much time looking around in an area where it's quite dead. So you keep moving along, just against the snags, against the edges. Have a look in your sounder if there's any deep holes. Have a run over on the side scan and see if there's anything about. And if it's fish around, then I'll turn back up on it and go back over again. So yeah, I'm going to pick up the speed here. I'll watch my rod tips. So my rod tips are bouncing. I know the lure's swimming. If it's dragging or holding steady and just sitting there, I know it's hooked up and fouled up. So I'll watch them. And if the lure pops out of the water from trolling too fast, it'll just flick and come to the surface. So I'll pick up the pace. We'll cruise along and have a look. Afternoon set in quick here. I knew it was gonna. Just the timing I left. I'm just having a look at a couple of snags here. We stopped trolling. Just going through, side scanning it. Then we'll go and set up camp. Oh, there's bait fish around there. Big school of bait fish. That's it for the day. It's coming up to 4:30. Saw some stuff out. Relax. And cook a feed and start tomorrow. These flies, wow. There's so many. I know when it's going to get dark, they're going to go away, but wow, they just haven't stopped. As soon as I parked in this creek, it was just full on. Has not stopped. But sun's going down. I've parked up, found the anchor, just set up the swag. I'm downloading some footage here off the drone. And yeah, just the cameras and that. Hopefully tomorrow we'll scout around a bit more. It'll give us a bit more time. It's better tides in the morning, just with way there, low tide incoming. See if any fish push in, but if not, we'll cruise along, go to another creek. That's a 2 kVA generator there. So that's gonna charge lithium start battery. I mean, I'm pretty topped up, but I might as well. Dry season's kicked in, so I don't reckon I'm going to need a fan tonight. I reckon I'll be under the doona, rugged up. It's going to be cold. I can feel like the cool air kicking in now. Beautiful afternoon. Dead calm. Jeepers. The lure's about as big as a barra. There we go. One little bazzer. I'll get the lure out. That wasn't too bad of a start really. Happened pretty quick. Not much bigger, I don't think. Maybe a little honey hole for him. A little bit bigger. Oh, I might lose it. But I was just working out like I'm a bit more of an aggressive flick on the lure than from when I first started to catching them to now. First little finger mark for the day on the dirty prawn. How good is that? These dirty prawns are absolute weapons for this type of fishing. We're chasing some dewies, finger mark, and mangrove jacks. So that's pretty cool. It's the first one. Oh, we're about to say we'll give him a release and just drop him on his head. Hang on, fella. You're about to go. Here we go, guys. We'll give him a release, and off he goes. He's a little bit bigger. Another bazzer. Woohoo! Little ripper. There we are. The colours, unreal. See you later, little fella. Okay, we're on a barrier. Just mute, guys, for a sec. Okay, here we go. Here's a barrier. Late afternoon on day one. And it looks like it might even be size. Alright, I should probably get the net and net him. Oh, he's only just lip hooked. Come on, stay on. Yes! I tell you what, if that's 55 centimetres, that will be dinner tonight. That'll be a perfect size for me to keep for dinner and have some fish snacks for tomorrow. That's bloody awesome. Fresh barra for dinner tonight and pancake crumbs with a special mix. How good is that? We're just trialling for the afternoon. He's got a good hit here. We're oh no! What a bugger! And there we go. I could feel it actually rubbing up against a branch as well, a stick. So yeah, I could actually just feel it rubbing up against it, and I might have just gill raked straight up. That would have been a nice fish to end up. That was actually quite decent. What a day. Travelled around. I got quite a few small finger mark around at 25 to 35 centimetres. I didn't worry about pressing record, but it was still a good day. Travelling. I got up into that first creek where we started off. Got those, a few small barra then. I did lose. Well, I seen a big barra come up. It would have been the 90 to metre mark. It was hard to say. I shot off on a high tide to come over to this other creek system. And yeah, it looks good. We'll keep working this tomorrow. We'll have another look and go from there. I had a bit of a bonus run too. These flies, man, they're crazy and annoying all day. But I did have a bit of a win. A mate of mine came through. He was doing a charter. So I managed to get him to grab 2 jerry cans. I filled up the boat again and take him out of my boat so at least I can move around. I still got heaps of stuff in here, but just less 2 jerry cans to worry about, which is a huge bonus for me out here trying to stay this long. Well, as long as I can, hopefully. If I've got enough fuel for 7 days, I'll do 7 days. So we're still up in the false mouse. We're in the second arm now. Yeah, we'll work this. We'll keep moving around, keep finding spots, and keep tracking them. Well, as I said, time to set up, kick back, relax. It's been a huge day. Awesome day traveling around, looking at new places, new creeks, what you've never been to. 20 years 20 years been here, and just finding new areas to fish is bloody awesome. I'll see you in the morning on the next adventure, guys. We'll go up, hit these other creeks up here a bit further, have another look, and just keep moving around. We'll see you then. See you in the morning. Morning, day 2. Target species is a mangrove jack, jewie, barra, threadfin salmon, blue nose salmon, finger mark. So what we're going to do, I tried the mangrove jack yesterday. I'm still going to hunt that down, see if I can get a jack. So we'll get up into the creek. A few snags, there's a couple of rock bars in between as well. Cracking day. Here we go, first cast. There's a little bit of breeze up, not too much today. It was actually a little bit warmer last night. Right on the snags there. Here we go. Here's that buzzer. Day 2 barramundi. Geez, they're not, definitely not getting bigger. That's for sure. Come on, fellas. Where's the bigger ones? There we go. There's a shark just cruising on top of the surface of the water just here. Bugger. He's right up against that snag just there. He's he's right there. Let's see if I can attract him to come in, and hopefully you just get a good look at him. Very quiet morning. The wind's picking up. You can see a lot of bait fish on the screen. I was hoping it'll attract some bigger fish in, but not the sharks. Right here, little black tip reef shark. Oh, little finger mark. Goldies before coldies. As the legend himself said, Mikey Cunningham, big ash garner. I think there's a heap of goldies there. Oh, this is a bit better. Oh, yes. Oh, a lot better. Especially if you just for a creek fish. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Little pop straight out. That is an absolute ripper just for the creek. Yes. Woohoo! Oh, there we go. See you later, fella. It looks like there's a big school of them. Quite a few. That's pretty good. Definitely a good school of goldies just here. They're probably around about the, well, we'll measure this one. We'll have a look at it. Pop, this is even bigger. Yes. Woo. Here we go. We've definitely tracked the goldies down up in a creek. This will be beautiful eating. It's just a bit too early to keep something at the moment. It's got to be close to 40 centimetres. We'll give them a quick measure. Let's get my bogers. Maybe 35, 45 centimetres. Beautiful fish. This one here has actually lost his actual finger. So juvenile, you'll actually see the finger mark. What's displayed on the back? So this one's growing pretty quick. Still way too early. We'll get this fella in. Thank you. There we are. Hey, little cod. Honeycomb cod. As you see, dirty tackle. The prawns, variety of colours. They've got the jig heads, absolute weapons. I've just tied on a 28 gram single hook again, different colour. I had the white on before. Gonna try the white with an orange body. Here we go. Oh, feels like a finger mark again on the dirty prawn. Whew. On the prawn from Dirty Tackle. Good that. Little juvenile finger mark. Absolutely beautiful. See you later, mate. Just dropping it straight down below the boat. One after another. Well, that creek wasn't too bad. In the second arm of the false mouth, some good like finger mark, you know, pretty happy with the finger mark, so that was great. 45 centimeters. It's coming up to the top of the tide. The wind's still up a bit, but this is the best time to travel to get to my next, the next arm. I'm not too sure if I want to go like the inside or go back out and around. I'll save on fuel going that way. Yeah, it's a bit of a toss, but it's an adventure, I suppose. We'll just keep pushing until we run out of fuel and we got no choice but to head home. So day 3, let's get up to the next arm and explore. It's so beautiful out here, but once you're in the creek, it's just calm. It's just getting out to the open water where the problem starts to begin. This is where I'll make a decision now, either to go to the left or to the right. So as you can see on my sounder, I'll just zoom out a bit here. I can go around. So I went up into Hardman's. I didn't worry about this section, so I'm up in the second arm, and this is the third arm of the false mouse just there. So I can go back around, save fuel, come into these spots, or you can come right around here, come through there, and right up that way. I've got the wind on my left hand shoulder, so it's coming from the east, like the southeast. So my left hand side is going to be a bit rough. If I go right up the other side, I'll be protected. It's not too bad. It is lumpy. My best option, I think, is to head right, follow the mangroves, and go right around and come back into it. One, it'll save on fuel because it'll be less rough. You're not having to slow down and like put the bow up. I think that's what we'll do, guys. Just the way this wind is now. I mean, see, I'm kind of rocking here with the swell. Coming up to the high tide, so it should back off even more. But at least if I go around that way, I can still get back around to the other side and even come back out through this way as well. But I think I'll use less fuel doing it that way. You can see Elephant Rock. That's where I want to head to, but I can come in from the other arm. Whee. Up to the next one. We'll camp up on there. But this one, I reckon I'm going to explore a lot more. And probably camp a couple of days in there. made it around the corner. It was perfect time to leave, just top of the tide. That swell just knocked it off, the wind going with it, so it was a lot easier going then and back around out to the mouth and then coming back in again. Pulled up, got a couple of snags either side. It's looking pretty good. There's a couple of fish here. Normally it's a bit quiet this time of the tide, the top of the tide, where it's just got that slack water, but we'll keep going, we'll keep pushing. I'm trialling along at the moment. I'm coming up to the end of the creek, so what I do, because I've never been here before, I'll see if there's any rock bars, new snags, what I can pick up as well. I'm coming over a bit of rock here. So it's a good way to work out the creeks and figure them out, especially like I'm on the high tide, so when it's low tide, I know where the rock bars are. I can, fly up, get back up into there, into the zone of the fishing. So it's a good way to work it out. It does take a bit of time. Like I've probably spent about 2 hours just trolling, coming over rock and finding the fish. So I reckon low tide, it'll actually go quite well here. Could be on the cast, with soft plastics going down deep. There could be jacks, dewies, yeah, barra as well, low tide. I'm not sure, but I'll keep trolling. I'm going to work this area, wait for this tide to drop. Even I might miss it this afternoon, but tomorrow morning, try again. We've got something small here. What the? It is really small. I was just going over a bit of rock, but it was quite deep, so how's that? A little finger mark trolling. Oh man, now. See you later, little buddy. Go and get bigger. We've got another small finger mark here. Say it is. Yep. Oh, well, they're small ones. There's got to be big ones. Now, since I know that's there, see you later, buddy. I'll go back over it, scan it really good. I might even get the electric motor and I'll drop a soft plastic down. So straight away I turned around. I know there's a rock bar here, but it looks like there's a bit of rock that comes out into this feeder creek here as well. So what a zone. Like I got a feeder creek coming out. There's a bit of a rock bar. That gives you a great indication. It's just it should be a bit of a hot spot for fish coming through. The tide's turned. I'll let this hit the bottom. Yep. Wow. Here we go, guys. Oh, I missed it. He's just dropped it. Here we go. Come on. A nice mango jack would be awesome. Here we go, this one. Finger marks. Come on, Jacks. You're going to be here as well. Dirty tackle prawn, single hook. I'll be able to work it on the bottom easier and not get snagged. Not as much as on a vibe in a way, where you got trebles. Oh, that was up. Here we go. That was a good fish. It went straight under a rock. It might be a cod. The way it kind of, yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. Woohoo! Nice cod. How it went straight under a rock. But that's a good cod. Wow. Beauty. It's got a bit of a growth just there. Oh, he's spewing up stuff. It stinks. There's a honeycomb cod on the dirty tackle prawn. Look at that. Inhaled it. Just on the dirty tackle jig as well, 28 gram. Just to get it down there. Look at that. That's it there. It's funny how you can pick up what kind of fish they are before you see it. Just the way he fought and hid for cover straight away. Unreal. See you later, buddy. Another goldie. Absolutely loving the dirty prawn. There you go, little fella. This is insane. It's just belted one after another. And another. They're starting to get bigger too. How good's that on the beast flogger? And the dirty prawn from Dirty Tackle. Oh. It's just making short work of it, eh? Just bang them straight in. It's not too bad for like a little creek one. Probably around the 30 centimeters. See you later, little fella. I've just come across one of the most, like, when you're looking at snags and you're working out, you know, if they're going to work or not, you want snags. You don't want, like, you know, like live branches or anything like that in the water. You want like dead snags, what's been sitting for a while. These ones here is probably one of the best snags I've seen in a very long time. Absolutely crazy. So I've got snags all the way up, like dead snags, all the way up to the bank and coming out a fair way, so in deep water. So you know if the fish are up top there, they're going to push out with that tide and slowly keep going deeper, deeper, or they're just going to hang there the whole time. I'm excited with this. If there's not a fish here, it'll blow me away. I know at some stage of this tide, the fish have to get to these snags. There's just no questions, like it's just too good. But in saying that, we know what it's like, but I'm pretty confident. Oh, maybe the last fish for the day. God damn it, another finger mark. So that's what we're chasing. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get jacks. Oh, get out of the snag. There we go. It feels a bit better. Oh, big cod again. Bar the flies, has been an absolute great day. I think this is going to wrap up today. I don't know how many small finger mark, but quite a few. And now this nice honeycomb cod. They're actually not bad eating either, but he scoffed that down, absolutely hammered it. How's the scenery? I don't know if you can see it behind me, the flies. There's hundreds. Get this lure out. Put that on. Whee! One more last look at you, buddy. You're all good. Nice. There we go. See you later, fella. Go back home. That's it, that's a wrap. We've only just started exploring this creek and it's looking really good. But it's 4:30 in the afternoon and I've got to find a camp spot, get away from these flies for a bit. But this is just looking unreal. Low tide's not until about 7 o'clock tonight. So I don't fish at night. I'm absolutely buggered after during the day. But the scenery is just beautiful. The remoteness, quiet. Whole trip I've only seen one boat and there was a mate doing a charter. No one else. You get all this to yourself. This is what the remote East Kimberley offers. There's not too many places in Australia where you can go out fishing and just not see another boat and just have everything to yourself. Beautiful. It's hard to describe. Like, you're here by yourself, you're remote, no one else around. You've got the scenery, bar the flies, the quietness. Sometimes you just, you know, you look out there and you kind of gaze and think, wow, look at this. You know, this is what I'm doing. This is what I love doing. You gotta love your hobbies, your passion. It's awesome. Let's get out of here and go and find camp. Nothing better than a bogey. Beautiful. Anchored up.